Hey everybody, my name's Luke, Bike Shop Assembly Manager here with Competitive Cyclist. In today's Tech Tips video, we're going to walk you through how to service the front fork on your mountain bike. In addition, we'll walk you through the tools that you need for the service, how to tell if your fork needs service, and then we'll share some pro tips with you along the way. Let's dive right in. First up, this service is a whole lot easier with a bike stand. We'd highly recommend investing in one if you're thinking about doing this service yourself regularly. Take off the front wheel and brake caliper. Next up, remove the fork bridge hose clamp. Don't over tighten this bolt on reinstall as it strips easily and you'll be left having to zip tie it on. Now, loosen the stem's pinch bolts and the headset top cap to drop out the fork. Set the fork aside and remove your bike from the rack. Now the fun starts. Remove the rebound knob. Some manufacturers require a specific removal tool, so make sure you have the right one for your fork. Now, you'll want to loosen the bottom nuts 2 or 3 turns. After that, hit the tool with a soft hammer to break the pressure on the internal shaft seal, then remove the nuts completely. Remember to set them aside correctly since they are side-specific. Grab a catch pan because it's about to get messy. With the fork facing down, hand press on the crown to let the oil drip out and then remove the lowers. You may have to press fairly hard, but don't use a hammer. If you need a hammer, there's something wrong. Remove the lowers and the sag washer, then wipe down the stanchions with a microfiber rag and rubbing alcohol. Soak your new foam rings in suspension fluid for a few minutes. Suspension fluid is manufacturer specific, so be sure to check with your fork manufacturer to make sure you have the right fluid. Next, let's take the old seals and dust wipers out with an open-end wrench. Be careful to only grab the lip of the dust wiper and not press the wrench against the edge of the lowers. Clean the inside of the lowers with a fresh, alcohol-free rag to remove the dirt buildup. Now, let's install your new foam rings and dust wipers. Drip off the excess oil and set in the foam rings. With a seal press, push the dust wipers back in by hand. Then install the retaining spring last. Next, let's reinstall the sag ring and the lowers. Tilt the fork up to insert the recommended amount of oil for your fork. Again, consult your manufacturer for oil volumes based on the fork you have. Push the lowers in until you see the threads, and reinstall the bottom nuts and some new crush washers torquing to spec. Remember, the nuts are side-specific. Give it all a wipe down with alcohol to remove any surface oil, and reinstall the rebound knob. Put your bike back in the stand and get started on the rebuild, beginning with the headset, handlebars, and stem. Reinstall the caliper, first just hand tight so you can set the brake rotor adjustment, then fully once your rotor is aligned. Take your bike out of the stand to perform a rock test to check the headset. Tighten the top cap, dial in your handlebar position, and tighten the pinch bolts on the stem. Thanks for watching this Tech Tips video on how to service your mountain bike's front fork at home. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us via chat, call, or email. We'll see you out there.